Okay, so this is gonna be my first video for the beginners. I have no idea where my book is. That's the first thing about it. I have this whole book full of things that I need to tell beginners, but I'm pretty sure I can get it from the top of my head. All right. So where should I start? I'm sorry for all the noise. Where should I start? For sure. I'm gonna start by healing your inner child. That's what I'm gonna. And that's what I'm gonna start with. Okay, so healing your inner child. Okay, so now many people don't know when you go through things as a child and you don't let it go, you hold it on as you get older, and that's why most relationships don't work. It's because you keep holding it on. You're just so um being a child, many things can happen, many things, from mental abuse to neglect to physical abuse, everything, everything of that sort. And I was a victim of mental abuse, but it wasn't mental abuse like oh you're this, you're that. No, 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 no. It was mental abuse as in how can I explain it? It was mental abuse as in I was overweight as a child, and people wouldn't let me know. And I also had an alcoholic dad, rest in peace to him. And that was hard growing up because it's just like, what the heck? I didn't understand everything, so I was just like, really, it's all confusing to me. But yeah, I had an alcoholic dad, and for many of you know that can be really aggravating, especially me growing up and witnessing that. That was very aggravating. So you know, many kids went through worse stuff than me. Many kids, you know, was raped, kidnapped, watched their parents die. It's many stuff, so much. So one thing you need to know, don't blame yourself for anything that has happened when you was younger. Because for when you're a child, you don't really understand anything. You're fresh. So don't blame yourself for anything that happened. Even if your parents put their hands on you for no reason, like abuse. You were abused every day. Don't blame yourself for it. If you came home from school every single day, and I got this from Pretty Boss TV, so go follow her. She taught me a lot. If you, if you like, I'm sorry for what I was talking about. If you came from school, your elementary school, yeah, elementary school, and you came home and nobody really wanted to, play with you or nothing, you just had to sit in the room by yourself, which I kind of did when I was younger. Whenever I go to my dad's house, everybody was busy. There was no kids my age. There I was just the youngest one out of like, out of a lot of brothers. I don't feel like counting, and one sister. So, well, two sisters actually. So, I would feel sad at times, like I would have to do my homework and just sit there and wait for my dad to get home. And when my dad got home, that was the best memories ever. Honestly, I would love when my dad comes home. I would love it when my dad didn't have work. Also, my mom, I would love it when he didn't have work because it's time for me. So if you never really had time with your parents growing up, don't blame yourself. What you need to do is just let all of it go. Just let it go. And I know you're gonna be like, well, how do I let it go? How you let it go is it's through meditation. And many people they're gonna be like, oh, meditation doesn't work. Meditation does not work for most people because they give up too soon before it can work. So what you need to do is heal yourself first. Let yourself know, listen, this is not my fault. Find out what happened to you as a little child. If you got raped, if you got kidnapped, if you were beaten, if you just cried every night, get it. If I was called fat, I'm gonna say, listen, I'm hurt because I was called fat as a young child. Then I'm gonna take all of that. I'm gonna take all the memories I got from that. of course, I'm gonna think about it, and I'm gonna just be like, listen, it's not my fault. I shouldn't still be holding on to it. And after that, I'm gonna do meditation. Now, people don't know what type of meditation, so you can do a heart chakra meditation, which many people, they're not familiar with their 7 chakras, or which you don't gotta worry about that because that's why I'm here. So one thing that you should do is your chakra meditation, and you have 7 chakras. If I'm correct, it's the crown, the third eye, the throat chakra, the heart chakra, and something else. I don't know. Go look it up. So, so you have to do a heart chakra meditation. So, a heart chakra meditation, that's basically to heal right here. Heal your heart. You're hurting, so heal your heart. And I'm so mad I don't have my book right now. I'm sorry. So what you would do, get into meditation pose. It's not standing on one foot and doing this. No. Get into meditation pose. You can sit like this. Just make sure you sit up straight. Don't take this seriously. If you want to take it seriously. So you can sit up straight. You can do this. You can do that. I just do this. I do this. You can do it while laying down. You can do it in a lot of positions. Just make sure you're straight. So you don't have to do anything. Just put the heart chakra meditation on. Just at first you don't have to do anything. I'm sorry. Just relax. And that's okay if you can't relax at first because you're a beginner. So just try to relax. Try your best to relax. And if you have a lot of thoughts going in and out your head, like this is not gonna work, this is not gonna work, this is not gonna work, just let it be. Just let it flow. Just let it do whatever. You, yourself, your physical body, just sit there. Relax. Just sit there and do nothing. That's all you gotta do. Plenty of people would love that, right? Sit there and do nothing. Listen to the meditation, and make sure you're breathing. Make sure you're doing that. Make sure you concentrate on your breathing, because breathing is one of the most important things to meditation. So focus on your breathing. Take it. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and just do that while you're meditating. And what you can also do is put your hand on your chest or your stomach, or you can do this. I'm gonna stand up for you guys. You can do this. And what that is supposed to do is you're supposed to focus on how your belly is just going in and out, and how your chest is moving up and down. Feel me? So that's all you really gotta do. You just do that. And the reason why I'm taking it so slow is because you guys are beginners, and I'm gonna just calm down, because I have a thing of talking about different topics and just moving fast, so I have to go really slow with you guys. So after you learn how to do that, after you learn how to control your breathing and focus on your breathing, you can move on to the next step. Now the next step is going to be thinking about what happened when you were a child that makes you hurt, cry, sad, mad, want to destroy people, want to destroy yourself, anything like that. You're going to think about what happened, right? Now, you're going to find out why was you sad. You're going to find out who made you sad, why they made you sad, and what happened. Basically, just like in school, the 5 W's and the 1 H, whatever. So, after you recognize your pain in the situation, what you're going to do is do the meditation again, the heart chakra meditation. And instead of thinking about how everything went. Let's say if I didn't want to use something too harsh. Let's say if I'm sorry guys, hold on. Let's say if in school you was always bullied, you were always called fat, stupid, ugly, sloppy, you run slow. You know, little kids would be picking on other people. Like, so let's say if that happened, instead of focusing on how exactly it happened, focus on how you wanted it to happen, how you yourself wanted it to happen. So instead of meditating and thinking, okay, Sally called me fat, Sally made me sad. No. And don't be like I called Sally. Don't do no negativity. Just chop the negativity up. Don't spread no negativity, okay? Instead of Sally calling you fat, say, Sally said how pretty I am. How you wanted the situation to go, but not negative. However you wanted the situation to go, think of it. And keep on thinking of it. And keep on, and just think of it. Until eventually your mind is just like, this happened. Because your subconscious mind and your conscious mind doesn't know the truth between a lie and truth. You know what I mean? So if you train your mind to think that happened, that's what your mind's gonna think that happened. So yeah, just do the heart chakra meditation, and what it's supposed to do is heal right here, because right here is hurt. You're hurt right here, right? And it's blocked. So you just need to, just heal that part and think of how you want a situation to go. Instead of it being negative, think of it being in a positive way. I'm gonna give you another example. Um, let's say, let's say if you were home by yourself, and I got this from Pretty Boss TV, so I'm gonna go follow her. So let's say if you were home by yourself and nobody really played with you, nobody checked on you, you can think of it, and don't quote me on it exactly. You can think of it as you know, your older self going to your younger self and um helping her out, or helping you out, and you guys are talking back and forth and you're having a good time, right? So you can think of it as that. And that's basically that. If I had my book, I'll be able to, that's what I'm gonna do. Peace.